Hello everyone, I'm back again for part 2 because I didn't like the way I ended it for part 1. So we're going to add to the cover today, and these are glue pages that I use when I'm gluing, and then I fold. I put them in there making tags. And there'll be other stuff, of course, but I thought we could work on the cover today. And I cut out some of these images. These are from Amy. And yeah, some different things. And I just thought we could have a little play and do a few extras, because I am just so excited about playing with this kit. I did ink these few things, so we are just going to glue them down. I have my glue book ready. I got a little bit of a mess. You know, it happens when starting a project. Got messes everywhere, but it's all right. It'll all get cleaned up, and then we'll be on to the next one. So I probably won't do everything on camera simply because there's a lot to do, but I will be showing you everything that I do, and we'll do most of it together, I think. So I just have just a little piece of fabric, and I have some lace here. I kind of wonder if I can get rid of that other edge. Nope. It's stuck on there. I frayed it, and then I just have this little piece of a flower. I'm hoping that you can see. Sorry, I'm just going to move you a little bit. But yeah, we'll just do that. I have my Fabri-Tac at the ready. And I did gesso all the pages, so I'm glad about that. I got that all finished. I'm just going to put a little bend in that. And then we'll add this to the page. I just cut this down to the bag size. And then the little flowers can go. I'm never sure about these ones, what is the right side, but they both look identical to each other. So we're just going to get a couple things done today. And I'm just going to add that right there. Cute, right? It looks so cute. And then she's going to go there. But I have some of this old newspaper. It's from 1892, this one. I'm just going to rip a piece off. Oh, I tear better with my right hand than I do with my left. I just wanted to have something a little extra on there. Just like that. What do you think? Doesn't have to have a lot on the cover of it. It's going to be pretty full by the time she's done. I just know that I want a little extra on the cover. And see, I didn't ink that, of course. I'm trying to remember, you know, sometimes I'll start inking and then I end with no inking, but that ends up happening. So I'm going to pop her there. It's quite warm here today, which is nice. We've had rain, thankfully. Hopefully the north is getting rain. Hopefully Ontario has had a lot of rain, and BC, because there are just so many fires, and I'm hoping, haven't heard anything in the last few days, so I'm hoping that means that they are under control. And so there's that. Let's just pop that on there. I hope you're all doing well. I don't even know if I asked you or not. My apologies. I know you'll be seeing this video right after the first one, but for me this is the next day. And so these are the pages. So then I'll just keep them, and then they get used for other projects, which is fun. So let's glue this one down, and I am just going to use my glue stick. And I always make sure you can sew around it first and then glue it down. Just make sure you get your corners. That's what I was going to say. I always try to make sure I get all my corners. It's a little bumpy from the flowers, but that's okay. So there we go. And I'm not doing it edge to edge. There's going to be lace probably going down the spine of it when it's all done. I'm not going to do it to the very end, of course. So there we go. So that's cute, right? What do you think? And then I'm going to add gesso on it. I have it here with my, you can either use one of these or you can use an old credit card or an old gift card or something. So I won't do that one yet. What do I have here? I do have stuff. All right, so let's go over here. I cut out some of these things, and I thought that would make a great tuck spot. Or have a taller one, and then this one, and it could be like a double tuck. Actually, changing my mind. I love that. Hopefully you can see that. I can't see. My phone has a glare on it, so it's hard to see if you're... I'm gonna do that. And I mean, the pages don't have to be added to every single page. I will be doing all the pocket pages, of course. But I think I will. And I haven't been using them in any kind of order. I've just been grabbing one and adding it. So I'm gonna do that. Let's pop that there. Move that. I've given myself a little spot to create in. But it's okay. Oh, that one didn't work very well. Oh well, that's okay. We'll make it work. I just press and try pull it along the ruler, but it doesn't always stay, which is and can be annoying, but just do what I can. Probably I just press and then I'm going to bring it down because it's a long side. So there we go. So you can use them, you can mark it with a pen, pencil, just to just so that it's a little straighter. Just like that. So there we go. And then I need to cut off the length of it. Leave a little border, that's what I'm going to do anyway. If you like that look, I do. And I just had to spray my ink because it wasn't working so great. And that's the walnut stain that I'm using. There we go. Doesn't take too long. So I'm just going to add it on there. I'm just going to check that. Which one would look better? Well, let's just get her glued down. All the indecision. I'm trying not to overthink it. I'm just trying to go with it, have fun, and see where it takes me. And that's the thing, right? Have fun with it. There we go. And I mean, you don't even have to put a pocket on there. I would just really like to have one. Tuck spot. So I'm going to glue two sides and have it as a tuck spot there. And I think there's a train coming, of course. Don't know if you can hear it yet, but it's going to get pretty loud in a second. I have my window open today because it was so quiet. I think I want him there, and I'm just going to glue at the bottom. I love these pictures, Amy. They are adorable, and I love using old photos in my projects. They're just so wonderful. I didn't ink him up. See, that's what I mean. So there we are. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue down here. I want to make sure that everything stays the way it should. There we go. No, that's way too big. I can still see the tower. I'm still thinking double tuck, so. So then I'll glue here and along the bottom, and that'll be another tuck spot. Not the very bottom, of course, because I'm going to have it out a little bit. Right like that. So there we go. Not too much glue, just enough to tack it down. My paper towel. So there we go. So then we'll make little tags or whatever to go into the pockets. And sorry, I was just ripping up a piece of paper just to have a little bit of interest. Nope, I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. I'll stick it on my book page because you don't need a lot. You can use a sponge. And I'm just going to add some interest on the page. It's just going to add texture. I don't know if I do it right, but I just have fun, as you know, and that's what it's about. Just have some fun. There we go. It adds nice texture. When it's dry, it looks pretty cool. And so there we go. So when I ink around it with the paper on it, then it's going to really absorb that ink. It'll look really good. So I'm going to leave it open and we'll work on one more thing. I think we have enough time. Let's see what I did here. I have some packaging. I just gessoed the one side. And then I cut this piece of paper down to size. Oops, let me get the lid on this first. There we go. So we're just going to add that on there. And this will go into the pocket, one of the pockets of the bag. So it's nice to see the 3 different things that we're going to be doing together. And then we can work on tags and we can do all that other stuff. But for now, it's getting the pages or bags. I mean, whatever. They are pages still, in my mind anyway. Get some of them done and then we'll do the ephemera as we go. And it's 2 pieces. I actually folded up the brown paper just to give it a second layer because it's very thin paper. Tom had ordered something from Amazon and there was just this little wad of brown paper inside, which was kind of funny because it wasn't really doing anything. So, but I just took that and glued it together. And so that is going to go there. I need to, oops. Well, that was smart. Just grab another piece of paper. Oops, those are all stuck together. All right. We'll keep them stuck together. There we go. Get this glued. It's a little bit shorter, but I'm okay with that. There we go. So I do want to do that. This paper is pretty fragile and tears so easy. Oh. Oops, there we go. And it soaks up the glue so fast. Oops. All right, so let's add that. Maybe. Yeah, that should be all right. I did ink around her. I think I did. I don't remember now. I did try to do a little bit of inking before I turn the camera on, but so before I press her down, get some of this. Tear off the edge. I'm just going to add, I think I'm going to add it under. We'll see what it looks like, because I didn't check it before. So, yep, I like it. Oh, jeepers. Jeepers, Brenda. Looked away for a second, but you know, things happen and then you just carry on, right? There we go. Then, oh, that tore nice. I just want a little piece of this underneath. It is going to go into a pocket, but I'm thinking it should be okay. Just going to add just a dot of glue. Sometimes if it's not cooperating, it's a good thing to do, and then you know it's going to stay down, unless it's sticking to your fingers like it was mine. So there we go. There's that. She's so cute. Or should I say beautiful. All right, so I have a, let's grab a tab. I have all these little lacy bits in here. This is a double one, but I wonder if I could, no, that looks too small. Needs to have a tab, so it's not just hanging out in the pocket, and this will make it easier to take out as well. Just bring that down. Could be fabric. It might have been okay if I used fabric. This is, the lace is kind of, it's a lot flimsier, but it's also very pretty. And so there's that. And I should have rounded the corners before I did that. That one looks rounded already just because it's a torn edge. Just gives it a finished look when they're rounded. Yep, that one's good. And so there we go. So there's that. Isn't that beautiful? Nothing has to be complicated. So there's our pocket. The gesso's just about dry. I'm just going to pop it in here just to show you what it looks like. And I did measure, so hopefully it's going to behave. Oh, not in that one. Which one did I try it in? The front, of course. And because there's folds in the bag, you want to make sure whatever you put in your bag, it's on the same side of the folds of the bag. So there we go. So then that'll fit in just like that. And then you have that pretty lace hanging outside. But I will leave it out till it's completely dry. Let's add some gesso to this before we go. Just going to bring some out, stick it on the side. Amy does a very good job with the gesso and stuff. A little bit on the picture. Oops, didn't want it on her head. So there we go, just little bits. You want some texture, use your paper towel. Use a sponge. It just adds, you probably can't see it, but it's put some little texture on there. So I'll let that dry. That didn't glue very nicely. There we go. So there we go. So that is what I have for part 2. So we did the cover. We did this beautiful journaling card. And then we did this double pocket or double tuck. And then added this sweet little boy there. Okay, so when we come back, we will work on some more. Questions, comments, please leave them below. Thanks so much for hanging out. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.